What up? Check it out, man. It's 2020. It's been a little while, man. So I'm like sitting here trying to think like, all right, it's been a while. What do I make a video of? What do I even talk about? And nothing, usually when I make videos, it's like whatever's in the moment is like what I'm making a video about, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. Today and in the wintertime, I pretty much just like we haven't done a roof since late December. I lied. We squeezed in two because they were either selling or buying and they were just under time constraints. But at this point in my company, it's not really worth me doing work in the snow and the cold. The shingles aren't going to adhere. It's just miserable. It's hard to do a perfect job when it's below 30 degrees outside. So I typically just strategize throughout the wintertime. And this winter, it's like I'm so busy. Like my schedule's not even that packed and I'm still so busy. So it's like building Dynasty, and we're moving into a new building, which I'm going to shoot a video there Thursday. It's amazing. Wait till you see it. From the very first video, when I was talking about quit your job and shape your destiny, when I took, there's footage in the very end of that video talking about where we're going to go and what we're going to do, and we started with that little square. And then the next video, Cash is Not King, we're in this 20,000 square foot facility. So now we just bought our own building. We bought it, we own it. It's got 10 overhead cranes in it. This thing's huge. I can't wait to share it with you and show you the progress of Dynasty. So between Dynasty, all the rental properties, Paramount, I'm really just like I can't find time to settle down and just keep building. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about, was like, how do you, with like a busy ass schedule, family, wife, kids, multiple businesses, or you just being like, even if you're in a point where you're just trying to survive, you're trying to do roofs or whatever your gig is, you're trying to get stuff done, but also you're trying to grow and then sit down and strategize. You got to come up with new campaigns. Like my marketing campaign, we had to sit down and spend multiple hours coming up with my marketing campaign for 2020 going forward. What are we going to do? Where are we going to put the money in? Now that we have all the data of multiple years of adding to like something like Google pay-per-click, now we know the direction of where we need to send that. I also got to do a video about Google pay-per-click because it's a powerful tool if it's utilized correctly. We'll just get to that in a different video. But anyways, so how do you take time to really sit? See, like me, like I'm super powerful in the morning. Like morning to like 1, like from the time I wake up to like 1 in the afternoon is like where my like grind state is. You know what I'm saying? Like once it gets closer to night, like after dinner, some people go to the gym and stuff after like late. Like I can't do that. It's like first AM. Like that's the first thing I want to do because that's when I wake up. I got all my energy, got all my hustle. But we're trying to figure out, or when you're trying to figure out how to take time, you literally have to put it in your calendar. So like make this YouTube video, I put it in my calendar today that I had to make a YouTube video, and I cut off time to make sure that it was done. Because for me, if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. So everything I do is in your calendar, your CRM, or in a reminder, a notepad, whatever reminds you. Everybody's got their own thing, but it has to be like you have to take responsibility to make sure that you have time to get the stuff done. I mean, especially if you're like procrastinating on stuff, like, oh, I don't really want to do this, but I know I have to. It's like, put it in your calendar and make sure that when it comes time to do it, you got to sit down and make it happen. You don't have anything else to do, you know? So it's really important to sit down, recharge. Like one of my guys, from YouTube, actually, one of my good friends, Dave, we talk all the time, and he's in the South and he's putting on roofs all year round. And I'm like, man, like that's cool that you get to like kill it and make money all year round, but you have no time to like chill and stop, collect all the receivables. Like we carry in the summertime, we'll carry 400 grand in receivables. So like in December when we stop, that money like accumulates in, and you can kind of see like the real picture of like by the end of January, everything's paid in full. You see where you're at. You can analyze your marketing budgets. There's not people constantly calling you like, when am I getting my roof done? Or your crews are like, hey, we need a piece of drip edge or whatever it is. There's always something going on in the busy season. So I take this time to really sit down, recharge, and analyze what can I do better? Where can I be better at? Where can we properly use funds? Where can we trim the fat? Is there things that we're doing that aren't producing? You actually have time to sit and breathe a little bit. And to me, it's as important to running my business. Like well, it's part of running my business, but it's as important as producing income or producing jobs. So I always block time off of my calendar, make sure that I can sit down and think and make sure I have the right people together to make it happen. Like per se, like, your web campaign. You want to put it in your calendar, have your secretary yourself call and schedule an appointment and make sure it's locked in, and you guys are locked in, and you're going to sit there and you're going to analyze it and you're going to work till it's done. For me, we're rebuilding our website. I mean, from top to bottom, everything's going to be rebuilt, redone. We're redoing all the logos on the vehicles. Our campaign for pay-per-click, everything that we're doing, I just want to redo it all this year. It's been 6 years now, and it's time to just change it all up a little bit, make it a little bit stronger, and also analyze the data. Like, the numbers don't lie. If you're tracking your leads, you're tracking where all the leads come from, which jobs produce best, or whatever works for your business, then you'd be able to sit down and analyze that data. The numbers don't lie. The numbers will always tell you a story. So if you look at the numbers, then you can always forecast next year is going to be pretty much the same, of course, unless there's some economic downfall or up. But you can always count on those numbers telling you the fluctuation of the story. So to me, it's just important to me to take time to sit down and analyze things in every single arena of my life, not just business, but personal, not just Paramount, but Dynasty, the properties, things like that. You're probably like, where the hell are you? You're in like a vacant building. This is one of my storefronts that I bought about a year ago. We're coming in and renovating it out. The last tenant that was here for a long time just moved out not too long ago. Actually, it's quite a while ago. But like I said, I'm too busy. I don't have time to come in here and check this out, see what I can get per square foot. What do I need to do to renovate the place, or do I not? Do I just list it as is? So it's important for me, as I keep saying over and over again, to take time, and it's important for you to take time. Like, if it's a week off, and I'm not talking vacation, I'm not talking going and sitting on a beach and drinking margaritas, which is fantastic, but you're not really executing business like that. If it's in your calendar at the end of the day, and when you're strongest at the end of the day, for me, early in the morning is when I'm at my strongest, to really capture the knowledge, the data, and the future of where you are and where you want to go. I think that's super important and super powerful. I can't wait till there's like, the other side of this is like, it's wintertime. There's not much to do, So it's like, usually I'd rather shoot a video like on a roof or like on a job site or like with emotion of like something actually happening. But nothing's really happening right now, man. It's just, it's calm. We're giving estimates out. I just stock them up for the springtime. Like, there's only so much I can do in like Dynasty or in my real estate business. Just everything kind of just works. So I don't know about that whole thing about I don't know what's it called, like the wintertime blues, but they have a term for it where people get depressed because they're not busy. If you're not busy, it's just because you haven't loaded stuff into your calendar and you're not scheduling stuff properly. There's always something to do. If I really wanted to work, I could just start like, putting out for ice dam removal. I could put up gutter coils or heat cables. I can put in insulation. And some of the guys are out doing that and they're busy, but it's like, I want to take time. I want to just chill and focus on my business and focus on 2020 and where the stuff's going to go. I want to set my goals, put the whole list on the wall so I can check them off as we hit them. I want to analyze the data, the QuickBooks, the marketing. I want to take, dissect things like decals, even on my truck. Like, are they effective? Are they good? Can they be better? What can we do better? So I really take this time to produce a lot, but this year, for some reason, I just can't find time to do it. So I was thinking about it, and just as I put this video shoot into my calendar, that's kind of how I organize my entire life, is by calendar, and how I make sure that I'm on task and I'm always doing things. In the mornings when I go to the gym 5 days a week now. Every morning I go. And it's all like, I know I get there between 8:30 and 9, usually 8:30, 8:45, and I'm there till 10:30, and then I can get my day started. So everything in my calendar is scheduled after that time. Last year my hours were 10 to 4. So this year I'd like to continue that. That's a really good structure for me. Usually, I used to just go balls out and do like 10 estimates a day. Seriously. Because I only spend 45 minutes per estimate. That's it. Like 45 minutes is plenty of time if your schematic's on, your presentation's right, you have the knowledge. You can get up on the roof, do an inspection, take some pictures, take you 10 minutes, and then you have 35 minutes of sitting with the customer at a max. So I do as far as geographic locations for estimates, I don't go from the north to the south to the east to the west, back to the east, and then back home. Like I'll do each day I'm in a different location, so every house is within 10 minutes of each other, and then I'll kind of just do a loop and then come back home. So I'll go south, go a little bit further south, start coming up north, and I'll just kind of, that way I can get as many estimates as I can in. If you're just running all over town back and forth and up and down, I mean, you can't accomplish 7 estimates in 7 hours, which is what I definitely like to produce. I don't know. I'm hyped up. I'm ready for the year. I'm ready to start shooting videos again. This one's just kind of off the top of my head. But Thursday when I'm in Dynasty, I will definitely take a cool video and take you around that place and let you know whatever's going on at that time. Hopefully something exciting so I can share and express, what I'm thinking and hopefully help you, which is what this is all about. I just didn't realize the impact that YouTube has. And Keith was just like, dude, your story is extravagant. You need to start making videos and start videotaping yourself. And I was just like, yeah, but who gives a shit? Why does anybody care? And then it's like I started doing it, and then I kind of got addicted to like putting videos out. And then I was like, I'm going to put a course out and stuff. And then it was just like, it became a job to me. And when it became a job to me, it was like, I don't know if I don't know if I want this job. I didn't really sign up for this job. It just kind of came about. And then it's like I post things on Facebook and all the feedback or Instagram that you guys give. And like I went to Chicago with Dimitri and met like a bunch of people, and people drive for hours just to meet me. And I'm just like, okay, I guess I was called here and all this stuff happened for me to change to maybe this is where I need to do. Maybe this is my career. Maybe I need to change my focus over a little bit and build the Roofolution and help people and coach. And go out speaking. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that was my purpose. Maybe that's what I was put here to do, was to build this company and then start kind of putting it on autopilot. Not so much autopilot, I don't want to say that, but start delegating some of my responsibilities to others so that I can spend more time shooting videos and actually building content and building back content, such as like the Roofolution and going and speaking in places. I've talked to several people with opportunities to do this, and I just kind of was like, I don't know, I don't know. But at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about this year and pretty good about getting this going. We already have a lot of content shot for the Roofolution. We have a lot of videos, and I was just going to put them onto YouTube as normal YouTube videos like this, but they're powerful. So I think I'm going to save them because I want to finish building this platform. And as soon as I start committing to it, which we've been doing more again, I think it's going to help and change the lives of a lot of people. So that's really it, man. That's it. Everything's good. Everybody's good. Everybody's healthy. I don't have anything else to talk about right now, man. If you want me to cover something or like in depth, like go through part of my business, as far as like the PDFs and like our insurance contracts, like my sell sheets, all that stuff will be available for like download and things like that, but not until the platform's built. So I don't want to do, I'll do videos about selling broadly, but not too in depth of what I do, how I do. What I've noticed is a lot of people around me here, roofing companies here, are kind of just taking my shit. And it sounds like I'm not one of those guys. I mean, obviously I share everything with all of you guys watching, and I'm not one of those guys that's just like, oh, I can't tell any of my secrets. I'm okay to express and put the stuff out there, but it's like people around me are changing their colors from red and black and red and white to black and lime green, people down the street, and it's just really, and is it because of me? I mean, I don't know. I would assume so. I've had other issues with people just taking my name. And this is an ongoing issue, and we will do a video about this, and you guys would be like, I don't want to say too much at this point, but I will. But yeah, besides that, that's about it, man. I'm just gonna keep grinding, keep hustling. Thursday, I'm gonna shoot another video at Dynasty, and kind of walk you guys through that. And every time I'm in there, I'm all hyped up because of like literally watching the video of us in the corner, him welding these little 90 brackets to like some of the shit you're gonna see. A lot of it's military, and a lot of it's like anything from Boeing or the U.S. Army or things like that. I can't take any videos. I can't even take pictures of. You're not even allowed phones in the shop, so I have to be very careful, like when I'm walking in where we're working, to not just keep the camera right at me. But it's cool. You'll see. All right, guys, stay up. I'm gonna stay on this stuff. I'm not just saying that for real. I'm going to. But hopefully there was something in this video that helped you. I know it's not the most in-depth thing, but right now it's like, you know, it's just the middle of winter time where I'm like really buckling down on data and things like that. So stay up, y'all.